Once upon a time, in the heart of an ancient forest, a wise old man told his grandson a story. A story that underscores a profound truth about life. It's the tale of two wolves. Within each of us, the old man explained, there are two wolves locked in a perpetual battle. One wolf embodies happiness, love, and peace. It thrives on the joy of the present moment, finds gratitude in the simple things, and cherishes the gift of life. The other wolf represents despair, fear, and discontent. It's never satisfied, always craving for more, feeding on past regrets and future anxieties. This wolf is constantly on the prowl, howling at the moon with its insatiable hunger for external achievements and control. These two wolves, the old man said, are always vying for attention, always seeking to dominate our hearts. But here's the catch. The wolf that ultimately wins, well, that's the one we choose to feed. Feeding the wolf of happiness means making a conscious decision to embrace the present, to find joy in the simplicity of life, to let go of the illusion that external achievements bring lasting fulfillment. It means choosing to surrender control, to welcome life's challenges as opportunities for growth, and to understand that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. Feeding the wolf of despair, on the other hand, means clinging to the past, worrying about the future, and chasing the mirage of success and control. It's a path that leads to restlessness, to a constant feeling of emptiness, to a life dictated by circumstances rather than choices. And so the old man asked his grandson, "Which wolf will you feed?" He looked into the boy's eyes, his voice echoing in the stillness of the forest. Remember, each moment offers the freedom to choose your response, to choose which wolf to nourish. The tale of the two wolves is a reminder that happiness is not a result of external gains or desires. It's a choice, a conscious decision we make in each moment, in each circumstance, irrespective of the challenges we face. So which wolf will you feed? The choice, dear friend, is yours. The world teaches us to chase success, wealth, and status. But are these the keys to true happiness? Let's consider this for a moment. Society often places a high value on what we achieve externally, the medals we win, the promotions we receive, the accolades that adorn our living room walls. And while these achievements can bring a sense of satisfaction, it's fleeting, temporary. The truth is, these external achievements are like sand slipping through our fingers. We hold on to them for a moment, feel their weight, their texture, and then, just like that, they're gone. They cannot fulfill the soul's search for lasting joy. So where does true happiness lie? It's not in the external, but in the internal, in being content with who we are, in appreciating what we have, in valuing the beauty of the present moment. Remember, a heart filled with joy is richer than a pocket filled with gold. In the midst of life's chaos, there is a quiet sanctuary. It is called the present moment. This is where happiness resides, not in the distant future or obscured by the past, but right here, right now. It doesn't care for the turbulence around us, for it remains constant, steady, and patient. While we may be caught up in the whirlwind of life's trials and triumphs, happiness waits silently, ready to be noticed. It doesn't shout or demand attention, rather it whispers gently, encouraging us to pause, to breathe, to be present. It's in the simplicity of the now where we find joy. It's in the sound of a child's laughter, the scent of fresh rain, or the warmth of a lover's embrace. These moments are not grand or extravagant, but they are real and they are ours. They hold a quiet power that can transform our perception of happiness. In the silence of the now, happiness whispers. True happiness often hides in the most simple moments. In the hustle and bustle of today's fast-paced world, we frequently overlook the beauty of simplicity. We are so conditioned to chase grand achievements, to seek out the extraordinary, that we forget to appreciate the ordinary. Yet, it is in these seemingly insignificant moments that true joy often resides. When we pause, breathe, and truly observe, we discover that happiness has been patiently waiting, tucked away in the simplicity of everyday life. Think about the warmth of the morning sun as it gently graces your skin, the sweet aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafting through the air, the sound of leaves rustling in the wind. These simple, everyday occurrences have the power to evoke deep feelings of joy and contentment if only we give them our full attention. But how do we tap into this wellspring of joy? The answer lies in gratitude. By cultivating a sense of gratitude, we can find joy in the simplest things. We begin to appreciate life's many gifts, not for their grandeur, but for their genuine essence. A smile from a stranger, a heartfelt compliment, a home-cooked meal, these are the moments that truly enrich our lives. Gratitude is a transformative practice. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, from the unattained to the abundant. It reminds us that happiness is not a distant goal to be chased, but a close companion, quietly accompanying us in our journey through life. When we express gratitude for the simple things, we peel back the layers of complexity that often cloud our perspective. We see the world in a new light, one that illuminates the inherent beauty and joy in every moment. We understand that happiness is not a lofty ideal, but a simple reality that we can choose to embrace. Embracing the joy of simplicity is a conscious decision, one that requires practice and patience. But the rewards are vast. In the simple moments we find a happiness that is profound and enduring, a happiness that expands our hearts and enriches our lives. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to happiness. We often believe that controlling our lives will lead to happiness, but what if the opposite is true? Let's delve into a thought-provoking concept, the freedom of surrender. This might sound paradoxical, but consider for a moment how much energy we expend trying to control every aspect of our lives. We strive to predict outcomes, navigate circumstances, and mold our lives to fit a certain image. But in this constant struggle for control, we often lose sight of the happiness that is already present within us. Imagine a tight fist grasping onto a handful of sand. The harder we squeeze, the more sand slips through our fingers. Now consider the same sand in an open hand. It rests calmly, undisturbed. This is the essence of surrender. It's about releasing our grip on life and instead allowing life to flow naturally. When we surrender, we're not giving up, but rather giving in to the rhythm of life. We're embracing the uncertainty, the unpredictability, and the beauty of the natural flow. It's about letting go of the illusion that we can control everything and instead trusting in the process. Please listen carefully. The difference between the will of God and your will is what we call grief, sadness, anger, guilt, and despair. Surrendering doesn't mean we stop making efforts or setting goals. It means we detach ourselves from the outcomes. We do our best, but we don't let the results dictate our happiness. We understand that happiness is not a destination, but a journey. In this journey, the act of surrendering allows us to experience life more fully. We become more open to new experiences, more accepting of what is, and more at peace with ourselves. We stop resisting and start flowing. And in this flow, we discover a deeper, more profound happiness. A happiness that is not contingent on outcomes, but exists independently. A happiness that is not bound by conditions, but is unconditional. So let's loosen our grip. Let's surrender to the flow of life. Let's trust in the process. Let's understand that we don't have to control everything to be happy. In fact, it's quite the opposite. In surrender, we find freedom. In freedom, we find happiness. Even in our darkest hour, we have a choice that is as potent as the rising sun, piercing through the veil of night. The choice to embrace happiness, even when the world seems to conspire against us. This isn't about denying the hardship or painting a rosy picture over our struggles. Rather, it's about acknowledging them and yet choosing to open ourselves to the possibility of joy. It's about resilience. It's about inner strength. It's about the power we hold within us. The power to choose our response to life's challenges. To choose happiness is to choose courage, to choose hope, to choose life. It's to understand that joy doesn't reside in a far-off future, but is accessible right here, right now, amidst the turmoil and the tranquility alike. Remember, the choice to be happy is yours, in every moment, even in the face of adversity. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a journey. It's a conscious decision we make every day, not a result of external achievements. It's an inner peace that thrives regardless of accomplishments. Its essence lies not in the distant future, but here in the present moment, a constant that only requires our recognition. It's found in the small acts of gratitude that reveal the abundance around us. It's in the challenges that we embrace as opportunities for growth, deepening our fulfillment and resilience. It's about releasing control, about surrendering to the flow of life and discovering a joy that isn't bound by outcomes. Remember, each moment offers the freedom to choose our response. This realization brings empowerment, allowing us to navigate life's peaks and valleys with a steady heart. So, dear friend, make the choice, choose happiness. It's here, it's now, and it's waiting for you.